Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
What is up, everyone? And today we finally have All Stars 21. Now, usually these kind of tend to be during off seasons of Survivor, but Joe's going to be busy, and we want to make sure we have one video out for you this week so that way you guys can see our lovely faces, hear our
hmm
lovely voices, and yeah, but don't worry, we will catch up on episode three with catch episode four. We're not just gonna be like, whoops, no, oh well, not gonna talk about it. No, we're gonna talk about it. It's just gonna be a joint one.
Yep.
But yeah, season 21 has been there have definitely been some ups and downs, I will say. There have been a
Yeah.
lot of cool stuff. There have been a lot of I will admit it's going to be hard. This is a hard thing to choose from
Yeah.
because I can tell, like, I could off of my list already make a Brantsteele. Maybe, oh, yeah, I could do total drama. Maybe total drama if I looked hard, or I wouldn't say looked hard. If I chose one more person for the ladies, I could
hmm
probably do Australian Survivor.
Yeah. Yeah. I have eight guys and eight girls on my list, and that is not including people who I know you're picking. So if I included those people
It
into the
is
list,
stacked.
yeah.
It was a very stacked season. So yeah, I'm very excited to do this All Stars. I know I'm gonna be crushed. Um, yeah, so I think let's just hop into it. We've
Okay.
had quite a few ones to go over, so yeah. Um, I forget who went last.
I think I did. So how about you go this time? You got it. Kick it off.
All right. So for my first pick, we're gonna go. I'm gonna flip a coin. Do
You're
I have a
flipping a
coin?
coin on your first pick.
Whether which gender I'm going to start with
Oh,
or which of the
okay.
two genders.
I
I'm
thought
not
you
going to
I
roll a die
yeah, I thought you
to
just had your
determine.
two favorite people and was like, I don't know, let's just figure this out. Okay, here we go. We're finding a coin. Here we go. Ryan, you got something?
Half a penny. All right. Heads, I start with guys. Tails, gals. It is tails.
Okay.
So, my first draft pick for this Brantsteele, I have to go with my rival, turned friend, turned, well, she kind of ghosted me, but she looks at my stories. I got to go with Portia Briggs.
Wow. What a story arc that's happening here.
I feel it's still open-ended. Come on, Porsche. You're like the older sister well, I have an older sister, but like you're like an older sister that picked on me, and now we can put all that shit aside.
Uh, okay. Well, nice pick. I feel like
Yeah,
it's weird because that season, the Survivor versus Big Brother 3, like I despise the challenge, like how to do it. But I
I
actually think
love the I love the cast though.
yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like there's so many people on that season that were like, we got to learn about it. So many more people, like even the early boots, some of them feel like they were very present, even though they like go out super quick. So
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
yeah. But yeah, Portia did pretty well in the challenge. Made it pretty far, and then obviously because a Vanquish alum I played with did well in this, I wanted to bring her, despite our love, hate, but mostly, I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's positive on my end. I
hmm
will say that. But
Nice,
yes,
nice. Well, definitely a good pick there. Um, Okay. I'm picking for my first girl position from the anime rivals, Kikyo Kushida.
all right, all right.
Yeah, she was the social butterfly. She was definitely playing the social game of the majority alliance. Um almost wins the dang thing. Like it is a tie of
Oh,
votes at the
yes.
very end with Vegeta. So if she had just been a little more in with Kageyama, like that is, she ends up winning the game. So um definitely a strong player. Definitely deserves another go here. So yeah.
Very nice. Very nice choice. All right, next up from anime rivals. This boy has finally earned his spot in an All Stars, and not just me just trying to like really gun for this guy to be here. I have to go with Grimjow Jagger-Jacks.
Yeah.
He finally played a good enough game where it merits him being in an All-Star. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of him. This could be his season.
Yeah, it took so many attempts to finally have a worthy go, and yeah, he was the underdog. He made it pretty deep, even though it didn't seem like like it seemed like he should be going. Um, his rival went out super quick. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think it finally worked out for Grimjow. It just took him 5 goes.
And to be honest, just like anyone I chose for that Brantsteele, I have it could have been because it was right after I've done a mini, and so like I feel these punches a bit more.
Hmm.
But like that one messed me up more. That brand steel messed me up more than any other brand steel we've done. And
Yeah.
that's not including the ones that's including the ones I'm in, Joe.
Yeah. There was what, like a 5 or 6 run of your people going out pre-merge?
It was like seven, dude.
Yeah.
It was like both people from the same thing
Mhm.
from the different tribes that went in.
Yeah.
And then it was just like boom, 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 boom. Um, I was not having fun. But
Yeah.
Grimjow and Vegeta were two, and Joey, even
Mhm.
though I retcon is quit. He
Yeah.
quit for fam. It was more like a Terry Deets thing where he had to withdraw because of something important.
Uh-huh.
But yes, Grimjow had to choose him.
Nice. Yeah, definitely a good pick there. Um, okay, well, for my first pick of the guys, I'm going with someone who should have won the dang game. I'm picking from movies and T versus TV, Jim's dad.
Jim's dad, perfect.
He was he got taken out way too quick. He had this game in the bag. Just everyone liked him. But yeah, going out second jury member, he needs to come back because we saw what could have been a legendary player.
I agree. I agree. I also like it. I also like him. I think he's a cool bro. But yeah, um, I think very personal, and I think he's in a good position coming into this as well.
Hmm.
Because people know how he played the first time. I don't think it was anything crazy in the sense of like, oh, it was mostly like social that got him
Hmm.
so far,
Yeah.
as opposed to like just making these crazy ass moves. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, probably a huge
I
not
dig it.
not not really a threat, I mean, he got taken out early, so if they are taking out threats, like he's not someone people are going to be gunning for.
No, no. All right, next up on mine for the ladies, I have to go with Lisa Swallow, aka Lisa Frankenstein, from her movies versus TV. Y'all know I have to bring Catherine in whatever shape or form. So yeah. Uh yeah, played a decent game, made a pretty deep run. I think she made it to like either fifth or sixth. But yeah, like the character, like Catherine Newton. She's back in a different form now. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. it's hard to match up to what Catherine Newton was in the early days of our Brantsteele. I feel like that's the memory that we
Well,
remember.
I feel like the thing is like it took a while for Catherine Newton to like earn that win because like
Yeah,
she made it to the finals the first time, and then like she didn't truly have too many memorable runs until All Stars 4, which I still think is like one of our top five seasons.
yeah. I mean, All
Despite all
Stars
this
2
time.
though, All Stars 2, she is part of the crazy pagonging of your tribe.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
is the last person to get taken out, but then comes back and then has a good run. I mean, it was a fun
Yeah.
run.
It was. But yeah, definitely an icon in our early ones, and now she is back as Lisa Frankenstein, aka Lisa Swallow,
Mhm,
someone who is, a little awkward, a little goofy, but comes into her own and is not afraid to get dirty and get
mhm.
revenge. So yeah,
Nice, nice. Okay, good pick there. Um, I am going to stick with this next pick for movies versus TV, and I'm going to go with Brienne of Tarth.
very good choice.
Yeah. I think she was like the last big threat on that season to get taken out. Um, it felt like a season where a lot of the big players went out early to mid merge, and she was definitely
Yeah.
one of them, getting some idols. Um, definitely good in challenges. So yeah, I feel like she was definitely someone who I was like immediately like has to be on my list.
It's a good choice. Like
Mhm.
one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones did well. It's like I love it when you choose a player because your players are usually more safe. And then it's someone I like and they do well. I'm like, yay. It's like they're my choice, but
Uh-huh.
they have Joe's safety. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Well,
yeah.
well, we'll see
Um,
how safe this is. I just got done with Vanquish. Maybe I'm going to get some. Maybe I'm going to get cursed now, and it's like, okay, you know what? You just finished your own season. Well, screw you.
you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Um, I will say that I did have a good uh the next one we did, I had a good run with Neo Luck for
Hmm.
at least the first Brand deal.
Uh-huh.
Following ones, not so much, because obviously
Yeah.
anime duos just demoralize me beyond all. But yeah. Um, but yeah, Brienne, excellent choice. I'm going to keep following on this bandwagon of movie versus TV. I have to go with Carmen Berzatto, the Bear.
Hmm.
I love this dude. He played an awesome game and made it to the finals. I know why Barry won. Don't get me wrong, but I
Uh-huh.
still wanted Berzatto to pull through, so I have to bring Carmi back.
Nice, Carmi making a return. Yeah, definitely a good player. Almost feels like a bit of a Dean compared to Barry's Tommy, I'd say. Like I think he had a respectable game. Was taking out a lot of the threats in the middle of the merge, but yeah, just not quite. It was just like almost a subpar Barry that's I think the jury kind of saw.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
But I mean, he can do better this time around.
yeah,
Um,
definitely,
we'll see.
definitely.
He may have learned to play a little flashier.
Hmm.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay. I am going over now to let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Survivor versus Big Brother 3, picking my first person there, and I am picking the winner of it,
Oh,
Jonathan Young.
excellent choice. Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Kind of
And that was a
dominated the
tough scene.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to not, and it's also one of those things too. Granted, Jonathan has been on our Survivor brand steals, but it's always interesting when we take someone from Survivor, we put them in a different kind of simulator. They do well, and it's like, well, are they going to end up like? Because we've seen Courtney do well
Hmm.
on Big Brother, but not so much our Survivor. We've seen we've seen frick, I'm forgetting her name. Nora. We've seen Nora crush it in the Hunger Games, which is technically our biggest cast of people,
Yeah,
and then do horribly everywhere else. Uh, so you never know. You
yeah,
never know.
yeah. It is still a very different game, the challenge compared to Survivor.
Very.
So we know Jonathan can be good in the challenges, but can he have the right social and strategic play to survive votes?
We will have to see that.
Yeah.
Um, hold on, I have to check. Was so for the ones that qualify for this, we had Big Brother versus Challenge or Big Brother versus
Survivor 3.
Survivor. The freaking thing that we do when we talk about how am I forgetting the title of that? Uh, we got movie versus TV, 46 prediction, and all right, I had to count that out.
Yeah.
Because I had to double check to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we don't have
I was like,
a rival. I mean, a different All Star one to also use. So there's only 4 seasons to choose from. So
yeah, I was forgetting for a split second as I was going through. I was like, wait, did 2023 count for that? I'm like, no, it didn't.
no.
Yeah. All right. So for my next laddie, there are so many people I can choose, but I'm going to choose someone from the 46 prediction. She made it super far. Some would say a goddess in her own right, and I'm liking her so far on 46. I'm going with Kenzie Petty.
Oh, you're going with Kenzie? Oh, dang, she was my next pick.
I still, won. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you got her.
yeah. And for the reasons I just said when I was hyping her up, yeah, Kenzie, I think she's awesome. I hope she makes it far in the actual Survivor. I think so with the amount of screen time, but that doesn't always equate to if 45 kept us on our toes because they had a few net art starts or you know, where it was like, oh, main character getting the most confessionals, gone.
Mhm.
They did it like 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kenzie, I mean, she made it to the very end. Another person who's just very social, and I think she's like pretty good strategically too. So yeah, I mean, I feel like she was one of the big standouts of the season. So yeah.
Agreed, agreed.
Nice, nice. Okay. Well then I'm gonna potentially steal someone from you. I'm gonna go with you know what? I'll go with another person from Survivor versus Big Brother 3 here. I'm going with Mama C.
Mama C. Very
Yeah,
good. She is on my list, but like I said, I have
yeah.
10 of each, or I have 11 of each, so I'm fine.
Was she in your top
Uh,
5?
she was not, well, here's the thing. When I write them down, and I can even, well, I can't show you because then you see my list. Uh, but I backtrack from whatever is the most recent season, and I backtrack and I kind of like write down from there. And as we're talking,
Mhm.
I kind of like pick from that kind of thing. So it's not like Grimjow obviously was top of the list. But Portia, because she was in a later one, is lower on the list as a result. Or Carmen Berzado is almost like near the bottom of the list. But that's also because he came from a earlier season in the thing, and
Mhm.
he was my second pick for the guys.
Yeah.
So, it's like little things like that.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
not how I structured my list, or at least recently, that's not how I structured my list.
Yeah. Well, back onto Mama C here. I think she was the standout for the ladies.
Oh,
Definitely
definitely.
like the front runner for most of it. Won a bunch of the challenges, was pretty much dictating a lot of the stuff with Derek. They were this nice little duo that were really looking out for each other. So yeah, definitely a strong player, and I wanted to make sure that she was on this cast.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah, I also feel good when you choose some of the people that are on my list. because they
Hmm.
feel included. Um, there's a couple more that I think you might take, but
Hmm.
we'll see. We'll see. All right, next up for number six. You know, it's ironic. I should have saved Grimjow for this because the number on his back is six, because he's
Uh,
the sixth Espada. Anyhow, fun little fact. Um, there's a few ways I can go about this. I'm gonna get someone that's probably, I don't know if he's on your list. He may be, or it's one of the people you figured I'd probably take. I'm gonna go Vegeta.
yep, I figured that that was gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, love the dude. Um, was happy that he won, and he also won in a season where anyone that I chose was at a major disadvantage. So that automatically makes him one of the best winners of any survivor that we've done, any simulation.
Yeah, he definitely defied the odds.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not only that, he did play a pretty decent game
Yeah.
along the way too.
Yeah, he should have been on the bottom, but by the time that the merge happened, he somehow was like on the top, controlling the things, winning immunities. Um, yeah, definitely a very dominant game.
So gotta bring him.
Uh,
Notice there's a lot of big personalities on my tribe right now.
yeah, it's perfect.
With both Porsche, Grimjow, and Vegeta. I feel there, and Carmi a little bit too, because he can
Uh,
be a little bit of a control freak. He shows respect, but like sometimes he gets ahead of himself. So
mhm.
yeah, I can imagine there being quite a huge power struggle on my side.
Nice, nice. Yeah, definitely a good pick there. Figured he'd be on your list, so yeah, I'm excited to see if he can replicate it. If he can still control the game.
All right, that's good.
Okay. My next pick is going to be from the 46 prediction. I'm going to go with Banu Gopal.
All right, uh, explain.
Well, I think I mean he did pretty good on our Brantsteele. I mean
He did.
not like good game wise. He was blowing up on people left and right. He was the villain of the thing.
Well, not the villain thing, but
Yeah,
could predict what kind of happened where he was just
yeah,
like yelling at Jess and causing a kerfuffle at quite the commotion at Council.
yeah.
So that's one thing our predict. Sometimes our predictions come true in weird ways.
Yeah, there's a correlation there. But yeah, he was definitely it seemed like he should always be getting targeted because no one wanted to work with him, basically. No one really liked him. Um, and he was fun. Like I mean I think he added some fun level to the game. I want to see if he's gonna bring that again or if he's actually gonna, be liked by his tribe.
Nice, nice. Yeah. I have enjoyed the content I've seen from Banu, but on the show, but I think it's one of those things where it's too early to see where he places on my, is he going to be someone I like or someone I'm indifferent about?
uh,
But I think maybe towards like, but it's kind of like I need to see more of him and
I
maybe
mean,
things get better.
yeah,
Entertainment wise, I like him.
yeah, he's great entertainment. I do kind of think his game's coming to an end somewhat soon. It feels like we're not going to see Banu here for deep into the game.
No, no. All
Okay,
right. Next up, I have quite a few people I can choose, but I think I have to go with Natalie Bolton.
nice.
Um,
She was one of my
winner.
alternates. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like one, just like she is, I don't think she's underrated in the Survivor community, the like big fans of the show. Because
Hmm.
like I feel like she's the name of like anyone that's like, yeah, where is Natalie Bolton? It's like, why haven't they used Natalie Bolton? Why the was she an alternate and not, in it?
Uh.
Um, but it's to like the casual fan, I feel like she is underrated.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, crushed it. she's been on our channel for quite some time. Has had some even standout performances, but never quite got that W.
Mhm.
And she finally did in the challenge, which I liked.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely have extra incentive of why you'd pick her, considering who she was in the finale against. it was almost really bad for Ryan.
I yeah, it almost truly was.
uh,
But thankfully the Neola came in and saved the day.
yeah. Well, you know what? It's not gonna save you with Ryan is me
You
picking
choosing her.
is me picking Danny Boat right now. uh, yeah. I mean,
Wouldn't have been crazy if she was on the fans versus favorites that I did.
that would be crazy. I would be rooting for you two to be in alliance so much.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she would have saw, like Emily has watched our show
Uh-huh.
and whatnot. Now I don't know how often Danny Boatwright looks at the Survivor community stuff,
Mhm.
but it would have been hilarious if she actually knew about my.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a joke than an actual hate thing at this point. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. It was I think it
it's not
started
even there's not even any real like anger
no.
at it anymore. It's just
Yeah.
an ongoing gag at this point.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like when we were like talking about winners at war stuff, and you were like, "Who's Danny Boatwright?" And then I was like, "Actually, she played a pretty under the radar, solid game." And you're like, "Okay, let me go watch it." And then you like Stephanie Lagrosa because she's one of your favorites, and so then it was like, "Screw Danny." It's who cares about her at this point?
It wasn't that. It was like I was watching her stuff. And like even as like for Guatemala as a season in general,
Mhm.
I was gonna rank it even higher on my list when I was going through and ranking as I go.
Uh-huh.
But when that happened, it was like I felt like Star-Lord when we were fighting Thanos. We almost got the thing off. I was almost going to put it higher on my list. And
Mhm.
then it happened. I was like, um, but yeah. Danny Boatwright did a very good job in the challenge. And now she's back and now let's see how it transfers over to here.
Yeah,
She is
definitely.
a strong player on her Brantsteels, almost winning. She could have potentially won All Stars 4, and I could have potentially jumped out the window at seeing this.
Oh.
There, in the grand calculus of the multiverse, there is one where she won, and there is an universe where it was actually stupid enough to jump out the window.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was that was definitely the most tense I think I've ever been doing a brain steal is seeing my friend just like slowly edging his way out the
I pulled a
window.
fucking Seto Kaiba.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Well, that's Danny Boatwright. Let's go on with your next pick.
Who's left on your guys? Because I have quite a few people.
I have
And
I've
if
quite a
you're
I have quite a few guys here.
is one of them Chicken George,
He's an alternate.
then I'm choosing Chicken George. This
Okay.
man brought so much humor to our Big Brother versus Survivor.
Agreed.
So like he's one of the things where we visualized him doing the challenge. Like he made that a highlight of
Yeah.
it.
He
Um
and he was winning. Like that's I think the
he was
craziest
with
thing was
he
was
was he was kicking these Chads asses. There
yeah.
he was the chicken of death.
Yeah, I picked like
Actually,
people who I thought would be good at the challenge, like including Austin from Big Brother, like who's a pro wrestler.
I was
Uh
set for a Gunman thing. And
mhm,
there was like a background thing um to kind of like set decorate and whatnot. and I took a picture of this, and I feel it's applicable right now. Where is it? Let's see how well it
Oh,
pops up.
I
But this
kind
is
of
the
see a
most.
chicken.
It is the chattiest chicken in the world. It is like a night. I'll send this to you, Joe. Do editing so it can show up
Uh-huh.
better. So the people. This was Chicken George.
Hmm.
Like it is a Giga Chad Paladin chicken. Uh and I feel that that was Chicken George during that season.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely a fun person. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that he was in my alternate just in case he wasn't ever getting picked up. I would have probably have picked him up, but yeah, definitely a good pick there. I'm excited to see
Yeah,
what he can do now, not in a physical game, and now we can see some of his social and strategic play.
which is his, you know, which is his strong suit
Yeah.
in the actual Big Brother.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he does with Survivor.
Nice, nice. Good pick there, good pick. Um, okay, I'm going with a villain who was on our movies versus TV. I'm going with Dr. Eli Gemstone.
Very good
Um,
choice.
yeah, definitely became the villain in the Target early merge, but he manages to get a successful idol play, wins the next immunity when he probably would have been going home right there. So he kind of was like, told a bunch of people to screw you, and then kind of stayed in the game a little bit longer to kind of still be there, do some villainous antics, and got to make sure we get some good villains on the season. So wanted to bring him.
Agreed. He played an incredible game. So as soon as when I was like reviewing everything, I'm like, I knew that this was probably going to be a lock for you. So
Hmm.
yeah, excited to see how he goes about this. Now I am conflicted because I have quite a few ladies here that I think could crush it. I'll let you in on my list. So I have Sheehan, Taylor Hale, Janelle, and Starlight. And I'm kind of leaning towards Janelle, Taylor, or Sheehan.
Uh-huh. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think any of those three would work. I know Sheehan made it
This is the tough thing
furthest.
about this one.
Yeah.
This is the tough thing about this one too. It's like, yeah, are one of the three on your list.
No.
I figure really, because you
Nope.
really love Taylor.
Yeah, I know. I think I had a decent game, but not enough to make my list.
You know, we haven't had her on an actual Survivor season, so I'm gonna put Sheehan
Okay.
on. Yeah. So yeah, excited. Also, now that you have more of a connection to Thailand, um,
Yep,
that
exactly.
season,
Yeah.
uh, that means Tanya has to be. Whenever we do a Survivor thing, she's like, well, Tanya has to be one of
She
them.
is now
Uh,
like, yeah, the second that she's in something that's anything usable, she's coming.
now you know.
Yep.
Now you know the feeling. Same thing with like even Alex. I know neither of us really got to interact with Alex a lot. I've
Yeah.
actually interacted with him more in the chats.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the chats and saw you guys commenting a little bit.
A little, yeah. Uh, we've never sat down and talked
Uh-huh.
about why I threw out his name. He knows because like obviously he did the same thing for me.
Uh-huh.
So like we both had this right train of thoughts.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and I feel like Dylan gets more of the heat of that because he
Mhm.
was on the same season as him. But
Yeah.
anywho, if you guys are like, "Whoa, dude, spoiler," watch our season on
Yeah.
Big Wig.
Uh,
And also Heroes versus Villains coming out soon. More details as we come. And you never know some people have dropped out. Joe could be a possibility,
Yeah, potentially not likely, I'd say.
potentially not. We'll talk about it later,
Yeah.
but you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Anywho,
um yeah, so yeah, Sheehan, good pick. Someone who also made it very deep. I think she was like third or fourth of the in the girls.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely a good player.
Mm,
Okay.
all right.
Um Moving on, my final girl here that I'm picking is from Anime Rivals, and I'm going with Boa Hancock.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was, another big social strategic threat. There's even a commenter who said, I think she was just trying to get a girls thing going on. That ended up not being what the real alliance was of the season. So she ends up getting cut near the end there. But definitely, a strong player. Definitely think not being in a Redemption Islands format, I think also might help her a bit.
I agree. I agree. All right. So if I thought choosing my last girl was going to be hard, my last guy is going to be even harder because I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven potential people for that. Why did I choose so many, Joe? Because I was like, ooh, this person's awesome. Ooh, this person's awesome.
Mhm.
And so now I'm left with this scenario. So I think I'm gonna go with the legend. I'm playing.
I
I'm
I I
playing.
would I would love it if you did that. You know what? I'm putting it down. You're choosing Zelensky.
No, I am not.
Okay.
Uh, but I did put him down on my list.
Mm,
Um, you know, I'm looking at I'm looking up at my list
mhm.
of like people I selected, and there's a reason why I retcon why he quit. I feel like I have to bring
Oh my gosh.
Joey jumping Joey Wheeler back into the game because one, he had heart. He went through. He only left the game because Yugi and the gang needed him.
Mhm.
Um, and also, as you said, this bro is literally
uh,
even like depending on how I do my hair, it can be even similar where if I don't like do anything with my hair, it's just gonna be all in my face, just like him.
mhm.
And I also look good in green, so just like in his first season.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we retcon the quit. So he's still he got the Terry Deets treatment. So this
Yes,
is him redeeming himself for that.
yes.
Okay, nice. Okay, final pick
Also,
of
wouldn't it be a crazy story if he went from someone who left the game
uh
abruptly to being a winner in the
that
very
would
next one?
that would be crazy. That would be pretty ridiculous. So I kind of hope that
He
doesn't.
has a 1 in 20 chance, Joe.
Yeah. Okay. Here we are. Final pick here. I'm going with someone from Anime Rivals. I'm gonna go with Tobio Kageyama, the person who won his way back into the game and somehow still managed to sit at the end.
Yeah, I mean that's an impressive feat.
Mhm.
Uh, only person to really like do that ever was Chris Underwood, and he ended up winning.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
And then he cast the game-winning votes. He's the one to throw it over to Vegeta. So you know that
that he
if
did.
there's a potential alliance because he gave Vegeta the win. And maybe a bit of
That,
a
that
hate for Kushida because Kushida might be upset that he didn't vote for her.
you know, our past sometimes come back to haunt us in
uh,
whenever we play again.
yeah,
But yeah,
Definitely, definitely. Okay, well that does it for this draft. I guess let's do we'll go off who we each picked.
All right. So on my end, we have Portia Briggs, Scrimjow Jackerjacks, Lisa Swallow, Carmen Berzado, Kenzie Petty, Vegeta, Natalie Bolton, Chicken George, Xian Huang, and Joey Wheeler.
And I got Kikyo Kushida, Jim's dad, Brian of Tarth, Jonathan Young, Mama C, Banu Gopal, Danny Boatwright, Dr. Eli Gemstone, Boa Hancock, and Tobio Kageyama.
Very nice.
Okay,
All right.
well, that does it here for the draft. We will see you in what you will feel like a second for you guys.
All right.
Okay, here we are back with All Stars 21 here, and we're hopping right into it.
I love how Joey Wheeler's just mad.
Yeah, he's a little upset about what happened last time. So, okay, so Carolyn is chosen as leader for Malolo tribe. Kenzie is chosen as leader for Navidi. Kageyama and Dr. Eli Jemison compete for Malolo as runner and puzzle solver.
All right.
And Carmi and Grimjout compete for Navidi. And Malolo tribe wins reward. They win a massive shelter building kit. They also win 20 eggs and flints.
I will say my team should have totally won that. Just saying.
Well, Chicken George would have really liked those eggs.
Yeah. Come
And
on.
the VD tribe wins immunity. They also win Flint, and the winning tribe can send one player from the losing tribe to Ghost Islands.
Which
And they
means
are
they have to vote.
they're choosing Kushida. She got like all
Interesting.
the clues of her first season there, so like they kept sending her. So she's already being sent, and she does not wager her vote. She is
What a
saying
waste.
she says no. It's like she knows that this is Ghost Island, and this would have only helped the other tribe. Brienne and Dr. Eli Gemso have a major fight.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Chicken George and Kenzie bond slightly.
The redheads unite.
Sheehan is impressing the rest of the team. And Kenzie is injured but gets treated and can stay in the game.
I was about to say.
Okay. So Brienne or
Danny
Eli?
Boatwright.
Are you gonna do
I'm
this
playing.
every time?
No.
Okay. Well, I definitely think it's either Brienne or Dr. Eli because that's like the only thing we got.
Yes.
First vote goes to Eli. Second vote goes to Jonathan. Third vote goes to Brienne. Fourth vote goes to Jonathan. Fifth vote goes to Brienne. Sixth vote goes to Brienne.
Well, this sucks.
Seventh vote goes to Brienne. Eighth vote goes to Jonathan. And Brienne of Tart. Basically an honorary Ryan member.
You know, I had the thought, but I wasn't going to say it out loud.
Yeah.
You complete. You can that's why we're such a great duo.
Yeah.
There are thoughts I'm going to say to not reinforce the Ryan Luck thing, and then you're like, "Nah, that's
No,
right, Ryan."
no, I'm gonna throw it out here. Um, Banu,
Okay.
Carolyn, Eli, Jim's dad, and Jonathan voted Brienne. Danny Kageyama and I did not put someone there. So whoever is Stephanie in this game, voted Jonathan, and Brienne voted Eli. Okay, and immunity. And Malolo tribe wins immunity. They also win chairs, pillows, blankets, and a washboard, and can send one player to Ghost Island, and they choose Xi'an. And there's nothing. And Jonathan finds the hidden immunity idol.
Good on him.
Carolyn and Jim's dad bond slightly. Mama and dad. Banu is
You try
impressing
and
the rest of
get,
the team.
you try and get it.
No one's got the idol. Carmi and Vegeta have a minor disagreement. Joey has a major meltdown. Carmi and Joey have a small fight.
Oh my God, this is the bear all over.
Joey arrests the camp to store his energy.
I don't want any of these people to go.
Well, I think Joey just made a very good case for him going home here.
I think one of your people got injured and no one goes home.
I don't
I
think
know
that's
that
happening.
usually, I know it's not happening, but positive thinking.
Uh-huh. Okay. First vote goes to Grimjow.
I swear to God.
Second vote goes to Grimjow. Third vote goes to Grimjow. Fourth vote goes to Carmi. Fifth vote goes to sixth vote goes to Carmi. Seventh vote goes to Carmi. Eighth vote goes to Carmi. One vote left. And Carmi.
This sucks either way. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of wish it was Grimjow. I'm going to be honest. I think it would be funnier.
Both suck, in my opinion. But it's
Chicken
also my
George.
fault because I don't really have any I don't have any like Snookies on my tribe where I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, like if something happens, I care
yeah,
about a lot of these people.
yeah. So Chicken George, Grimjow, Joey, Kenzie, and Vegeta voted Carmi. Carmi, Lisa, Natalie, and Porsche voted Grimjow. Okay, let's go to the swap. So the new Malolo tribe is Chicken George, Jim's dad, Kenzie, Kikyo Kushida, Natalie, Porsche, Shian, Tobio, and Vegeta.
That's rather dominating.
Yeah. And then the new Navita tribe is Banu, Boa, Carolyn, Danny, Dr. Eli Gemstone, Grimjow, Joey, Jonathan, and Lisa. How do you feel about your three who have been put on this tribe?
There could be cracks within that six.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I know
feel
same thing, same thing above, but
yeah. Yeah.
you
I mean,
know,
I want Jim's dad and Kushida to do well. Kageyama, I'd be it's not a big deal if he goes for me. Dr. Eli Gemstone finds the idol.
good for him.
And Jonathan S on this side as well. So some fun stuff. As the Malolo tribe wins immunity, they also win a tarp and can send one player to Ghost Islands. And they're choosing
Of course,
Danny.
of course.
And there's no secret advantage, but she can't go to tribal. And Kenzie and Kushida bond strongly. Kenzie and Shian have a small fight. Chicken George and Natalie find something in common. And a new alliance forms, the first alliance of the game between Chicken George, Jim's dad, Kenzie, Kushida, Natalie, and Kageyama.
All right. It's
So
majority.
yeah, my tribe's three got in with Chicken George, Kenzie, and Natalie.
Hmm.
And okay, so it's Boa and Joey bond slightly.
Think of her as a person, Joey.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think Joey might have saved himself by doing that. So I'm thinking it's either Grimjow or Lisa.
Just go.
Eli uses the idol. First vote goes to Eli, does not count. Second vote goes to Eli, does not count. Third vote goes to Eli, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Eli, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Boa. Sixth vote
Oh,
goes to Boa.
Stephanie,
And Boa is taken out with an idol.
man.
Okay, well, Carolyn, Jonathan, Lisa, and Bo voted Eli. Bonu, Eli, Grimjow, and Joey voted Stephanie or Boa. So yeah,
Well
uh,
played.
Good,
Mr.
good.
Gemstone or
Exactly.
Doctor. My bad.
Already getting a resume, and we're only entering episode 3 here. So,
Yeah, that we are.
okay. And Navidi tribe wins reward. They win peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with ice cold milk, and they can send one player to Ghost Island. They're sending Cheyenne again. And she does wager her votes and wins the extra vote power. So she's got an extra vote now.
Nice.
And Navidi tribe wins immunity. Natalie and Kageyama have a minor disagreement. Natalie and Cheyenne bond strongly. Chicken George and Cheyenne bond strongly.
It's the challenge, peeps.
And there it goes, an alliance between Chicken George, Natalie, and Cheyenne.
The Ryan challenge, the challenge, peeps.
Yep. Banu and Grimjow have a major fight.
Banu, do not do it.
And a new alliance forms between Banu, Jonathan, and Lisa.
All right.
Okay, so
Well,
um I've I'm I'm not sure honestly, because my three got in with Chicken George, Kenzie, and I think it was Natalie. Or was it
yeah,
Sheehan? It was one of those.
yeah. So that leaves either Porsche or Vegeta.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Vegeta.
I don't want to say it either.
First vote
You,
goes
you
to
know it's
Vegeta.
that bad.
Yeah.
You know it's that bad where I don't even want to say.
Yeah. Uh, second vote goes to Porsche. Third vote goes to Porsche. Fourth vote goes to Vegeta. Fifth vote goes to Vegeta. Sixth vote goes to Porsche. Seventh vote goes to Vegeta. And Vegeta is voted out.
Damn.
So Kushida, Kageyama, or Kushida, yeah, Kageyama and Vegeta voted Porsche. Okay. Lisa finds the hidden immunity idol.
Good on her.
Good on her. And Malolo Tribe wins reward. They win coffee and pastries and can send one player to Ghost Island. They choose Jonathan with
All
nothing
right.
there. And Navidi Tribe wins immunity.
Nice.
Natalie and Kageyama have a minor disagreements. And it
Who's
causes
leaving?
Kageyama to leave.
I think he's kind of screwed at this point.
Yeah, I think that's a sign that it's him. Danny and Grimjow bond slightly.
Why?
Carolyn and Jonathan bond slightly. And Lisa leaves the alliance. Now it's just Banu and Jonathan.
Why?
And then Carolyn joins that alliance. So Lisa has been kicked out for Carolyn.
They may rue that.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think
now
it's
we lose.
Tokyo.
Oh yeah. I guess it has to be Kageyama. He just kind of screwed everything over. First vote goes to Porsche. Second vote goes to Kageyama. Third vote goes to Porsche. Fourth vote goes to Porsche. Fifth vote goes to Porsche. And Porsche, wow, unanimous.
Sorry, Portia. I did not. This is not scripted. I promise.
Right before another swap here. So the new Malolo tribe is Chicken George, Grimjow, Joey, Kushida, and Natalie.
Okay.
New Navid.
Grimjow and Joey have been in it together this whole time. Same thing with George and
Yeah,
Natalie.
yeah, true. Um, New Navidi is Danny, Eli, Kenzie, Cheyenne, and Tobio.
Okay.
And the new Yanuya tribe is Banu, Mama C, Jim's dad, Jonathan, and Lisa.
Well, it's interesting that the Yanu, the New Year, yeah, the Yanuya tribe. It
Mhm.
has that core three alliance and Lisa, who was dropped out of that alliance. So,
Yeah.
it's quite literally Jim's dad is in the middle of it all.
Yep. And both idols are on this tribe.
Both idols and a potential third one could be found by anyone on this tribe too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Also, she ends extra vote. This is a very good time to have an extra votes with only 5 on a tribe.
Mhm.
And Navidi tribe wins immunity, and Yanuya tribe wins immunity. Kushida leaves the Malolo tribe alliance. That's not good.
No.
Danny and Dr. Eli Gemstone have a major fight. Jonathan and Lisa have a small fight. Lisa's impressing the rest of the team after it. And then it causes Mama C to leave the alliance with Banu and Jonathan.
What is up with these two? They can't keep
Yeah.
a third to save their life.
Yeah. Who's going to join that alliance next? Um,
More important question, who is going?
I mean Kushida, I think.
I think so,
Yeah.
but this game is never that straightforward,
Yeah.
unless it is.
First vote goes to Kushida. Second vote goes to Joey. Third vote goes to Kushida. Fourth vote goes to Joey. One vote left. And Kushida is taken out.
All right.
Swap screwed.
Just
She had absolutely no one who was gonna really protect her here.
yeah. All right, we
She
got one more. Oh wait,
yeah,
Grimjow. He was getting tired of Joey's shit.
yeah, yeah. They're
All right,
definitely potentially at odds here.
we just got one more before jury and merge.
Okay, let's go to rewards. Navi tribe wins reward. They win a grill, chicken kebab, steaks, and spices. And Malolo tribe wins reward. They win chicken kebabs, and they are sending Mama C to Ghost Island. And she does wager a vote and loses.
Dang.
Yikes. Okay, well, the Navidi tribe wins immunity and the Malolo, so we're getting that Yanuya uh going. So
That T going where they have two idols that are found,
yeah.
one that is missing. Ooh.
Yeah, Jim's dad
Well, I
also
mean,
is
like
leaving an
he's
alliance.
does that mean it's Jim's dad?
um well, this tribe's not going here.
But it's
Is it
part of that.
is he
But that's
is
odd because it's like that's weird because it's on the Malolo thing, but none of those
yeah.
people are on Malolo.
Carolyn gets injured, but it can gets treated and can stay in the game. Oh no, Jim's dad is on here. I guess that's
I think
yeah,
maybe because of what that alliance was originally
a Malolo.
the Purple Tribe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be Jim's dad.
Uh, I I hate to agree with you, but I think so. Jonathan uses the idol on Banu. Also, Carolyn can't vote. This is a crazy. So only 4 votes are
Scenario.
happening. Yeah,
And no one found the idol,
yeah.
may I add.
And Lisa uses the idol. First vote goes to Lisa, does not count. Second vote goes to Lisa, does not count. Third vote goes to Lisa, does not count. And Mama C.
Ooh,
Wow. What a move.
dang.
And Mama C
I don't
had
think the vote,
no agency.
it didn't even matter really because
I mean, she could have put her vote on
even
someone else. She could have uh flexed that
that's fair.
somewhere.
Dang.
Okay, well
Have to
we're
see a good competitor go, but hey, Lisa Swallow is here. All
yeah.
right, it's time. We are finally at merge. Um, what are we thinking of people's games? I think Chicken George, Kenzie, and Natalie are in this really good power position. I feel like these are the three to look after.
Mhm.
Um, Same with Dr. Gemstone. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Gemstone definitely early in the pre-merge was doing pretty good, with his idol play, but then didn't really have to go to tribal after that. So he's kind of been a little lucky to avoid a tribal council for that bit. Um Lisa now is just coming off of the idol play. So I think there's gonna be a lot of heat on her right now. Um and then there's definitely been a lot of fighting also on the season. Like there's a lot of people who have been getting the fights. Banu, Grimjow, Kageyama,
Yeah,
um,
Joey.
so Joey, yeah, okay,
I don't know what to make heads or tail with this Banu Jonathan thing because like it seems like they keep getting someone in only for
uh,
them to ditch him after like one episode.
yeah. They must not be super trustworthy or just not good at keeping alliance members. I don't know. Okay, let's go to Ghost Islands. Lisa is on Ghost Island, and Lisa finds a temporary hidden immunity idol. Good for one tribal council. She can wager her vote. She does. Lisa extends the life of her idol by 3 extra rounds. However, she has lost her votes.
I mean, it's not a bad place to lose your vote because it is, merged. There's 13.
Uh,
If you know where the numbers are going, it's playable.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And it's an idol that's good for it's now
Four
four
rounds
four
now.
rounds.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And Jonathan wins immunity.
All right.
Okay. And Chicken George and Jim's dad bond slightly.
I
That's
figure these two.
that's a wholesome conversation I bet they just had.
Yeah. All right. I think it's gonna be Banu.
Yeah, I think that's a good chance, especially with Jonathan winning immunity. I think it's uh target him so that way Jonathan has maybe less agency for next votes. First vote goes to Joey. Second vote goes to Danny.
It better be Danny.
Third vote goes to Kenzie. Fourth vote goes to Kenzie. Fifth vote goes to Joey. Sixth vote goes to Danny. Seventh vote goes to Kenzie. Eighth vote goes to Joey. Ninth vote goes to Joey. 10th vote goes to Kenzie. 11th vote goes to Joey. And Joey Wheeler is voted off this time.
Okay.
Okay, so Chicken George, Grimjow, Jim's dad, Kageyama, Natalie, and Cheyenne voted Joey. Banu, Danny, Joey, Jonathan voted Kenzie, and Eli and Kenzie voted Danny.
Okay.
And Kageyama finds the hidden immunity idol.
All right.
Okay, group number one is Banu, Eli, Chicken George, Kenzie, Cheyenne, and Kageyama. Group number two is Danny, Grimchow, Jim's dad, Jonathan, Lisa, and Natalie. And group number two wins war. They win a feast of tacos, burritos, quesadillas, and margaritas. And they can send someone to Ghost Islands. And it is Banu. Feel like we might just get Banu doing a coach
Coach
segments
Wade.
right here, yeah. Of being on this Ghost Island exile trip. Because there's nothing for him to do. And Chicken George
Yeah.
in a challenge called Fijian Feast.
What is it? What is the?
This is eat exotic dishes. So he he ate some
Oh,
good
that's fun.
food.
Of course, you get the. Come on, that's body shaming. But I mean, hey, you won immunity,
Yeah.
so Who cares?
Yeah. Banu and Lisa find something in common. Jim's dad and Jonathan have a minor disagreement. Kageyama is impressing the rest of the team. And a new alliance forms between Banu, Eli, Jim's dad, Jonathan, Kenzie, and Kageyama. And Natalie rushed to camp store her energy. Okay.
It's
Who
really tough to say.
who goes here? I mean, I could see them trying to get the votes onto Jonathan. He did
But
just win.
Jonathan is that majority alliance. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, it's six.
yeah,
I'd say it's also playable because Sheehan does have that extra vote too.
yeah. Lisa uses the idol on Banu. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
First vote goes to Banu, does not count. Second vote goes to Banu, does not count. Third vote goes to Banu, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Banu, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Lisa.
No,
Sixth vote goes to Natalie. Seventh vote goes to Lisa. Eighth vote goes to Natalie. Ninth vote goes to Lisa. 10th vote goes to Natalie. 11th vote goes to Lisa. And we are tied. Oh no.
we are tied.
And that was
There are two
enough.
votes.
Oh, if if
There are
if they
two
flip
votes.
on if they flip on to Lisa here, oh, that's gonna be brutal. First
Yeah,
vote goes
if
to
she just
Lisa.
played it for herself, she would have been safe.
Yeah. Second vote goes to Natalie. Third vote goes to Natalie. Fourth vote goes to Lisa. Fifth vote goes to Lisa. Sixth vote goes to Natalie. Seventh vote goes to Lisa. Eighth vote goes to Lisa. And Lisa idled
Uh,
herself out of the game.
she could have, if she just played it on her, Natalie would have went home. I mean, I feel like once you misplay an idol like that and there's a revote, it's like, else.
Yeah, and it was to save Banu, who I don't think he's worth saving. I mean, he's getting into fights. He's can't keep
Apparently,
alliance
Lisa would
members.
disagree with you.
Yeah. So Chicken George, Danny, Natalie, Sheehan voted Banu, Eli, Jim's dad, Kageyama, and Kenzie voted Lisa, Banu, Grimjow, Jonathan, and Lisa voted Natalie. And then um who was it that flipped? It was pretty much everyone who voted Banu, I think. Just yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, crazy vote. Unfortunate for Lisa there, but crazy vote.
agreed.
Okay, reward challenge. Group number one is Danny, George, Jonathan, Sheehan, and Kageyama. Group number two is Banu, Eli, Grimjow, Kenzie, and Natalie. Jim's dad does not participate and cannot win reward.
So much hate.
And group number one wins reward. They win a helicopter flight to a bluff overlooking the island and a picnic lunch. And they can send one player to Ghost Islands, and that is Kenzie. She does wager her vote and loses. Oof. And Jim's dad wins immunity.
Good on him.
Danny and Kageyama bond strongly. As Kageyama leaves another alliance here.
He's like, nah, I got Danny now. I'm good.
Yeah, he forms. He's going all in on Danny vote, right?
What?
He know
Insert Tim Robinson. Are you sure about that?
he knows numbers, all right. Okay, so Kageyama is who I'm gonna say is going home here.
It's a fucking golf. You want more numbers on your side.
I mean, he's got that idol. Maybe he's got something planned here with this. No, no, never mind. First votes goes to Danny. Second vote goes to Chicken George.
Better not.
Third vote goes to Grimjow. Fourth vote goes to Danny. Fifth vote goes to Chicken George. Sixth vote goes to Chicken George. Seventh vote goes to Danny. Eighth vote goes to Grimjow. Ninth vote goes to Grimjow. One vote left.
It better
And
be.
Grimjow. I did not see that coming. He seemed like he was safe for a lot of that read.
He wasn't right on the last one, but I am pissed.
Yeah.
You're saying got saved over
So
him.
Banu, Eli, Jim's dad, and Jonathan voted Grimjow. Danny, Grimjow, Kageyama voted Chicken George, Natalie, and Sheehan voted Danny.
I gotta say, the competition peeps, they have been kicking the. I know. I will say this one was a lot of reality competition heavy than a lot of our recent seasons,
Mm,
especially All Stars, I will say.
yeah.
So, like, yeah, they've had like a bit more of an advantage, but if we're looking at this end game, there is one Big Brother contestant left, and then three fictional characters, one cartoon. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the reality competition stars are kind of dominating right now.
Yeah, there must have been some pre-game of Survivor 46 and the Big Brother versus Survivor 3.
Yeah, they're like enough of these fictional people that don't believe, you know,
Yeah,
it's time for us to get real. Let's put the
yeah,
real in reality competition.
yeah. Okay, Sheehan still got that extra votes. The longer it goes, the more valuable it will be.
It'll definitely be powerful in this
Danny
one.
wins immunity for the first group here. And Banu wins immunity for the second group. Okay.
Interesting.
Jonathan has a major meltdown. And then he works hard at camp and becomes tired. Eli Gemstone and Natalie have a major fight. And it causes Kenzie to leave this alliance.
Hmm.
Maybe bad news for Eli there. Okay, so Danny's safe here. Um I
It
I
might be
mean,
Jonathan.
yeah, I could definitely see that. First vote goes to Kenzie. Second vote goes to Jonathan. Third vote goes to Kenzie. Fourth vote goes to Jonathan. One vote left, and Jonathan is taken out. So he had Jim's dad working with him. Okay, I think we're losing Eli here.
Hmm.
Sheehan
Yeah,
uses the extra vote power. First vote goes to Eli. Second vote goes to Eli. Third vote goes to Chicken George. Fourth vote goes to Eli. Fifth vote goes to Chicken George. One vote left. And Eli is taken out.
I think she wasted it.
Yeah, she didn't need to do it here.
Also, it's like unless you're trying to tie, you don't want to use the extra vote on an an odd number.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting choice there for Sheehan. Definitely think it was a bit of a whiff. um, but Bonu on the outs there. Okay, let's go to reward challenge. Kageyama wins reward and shares it with Danny, Jim's dad, and Kenzie. They win a feast of ribs, chicken, burgers, pastries, and ice cream with their loved ones. And Sheehan goes to Ghost Island again. and she does not wager her vote. She's gone so many times, and then she gets a chance and doesn't do it.
I think it's
Kenzie,
kind of tricky
yeah, Kenzie wins immunity.
because so many people have attempted. I think
Hmm.
she's the only one that's wagered her vote and actually won something. Everyone
Yeah,
else has lost their vote.
yeah, that's true. Even the merge where you're guaranteed to get something, like that person still kept risking it until they lost.
Yeah,
Bonu and Kenzie find something in common. Kenzie works hard at camp and becomes tired.
Danny vote, right?
First vote goes to Danny. Second vote goes to Chicken George. Third vote goes to Danny. Fourth vote goes to Danny. Fifth vote goes to Chicken George. Sixth vote goes to Danny. And Danny vote. Ugh.
Why are you upset?
She could have won
Yo,
this thing.
well, so could the other people.
Yeah, but Danny deserves a win.
I will say she has been on this for quite some time and not ha and still hasn't won yet. So I would say from a purely non-biased point of view, she is due. However, no.
Yeah, well, let's see how this continues. Pair number one is Bono and Jim's dad. Pair number two is George and Sheehan. Pair number three is Kenzie and Natalie. Kageyama does not participate and cannot win rewards. Kenzie and Natalie win rewards, and they share the reward with Jim's dad. This is deliver school supplies to Fijian school, along with a meal, fried chicken, and chocolate cake. And they're sending Kageyama to Ghost Island.
Is there something there?
He does wager a vote and wins the secret advantage. This is an extra vote power that can be played until final six. So it's a weird time to get
Very good.
this, I feel.
Could
Like,
come in clutch though.
yeah, I mean, it can either be used this tribal or next tribal. Those are,
Yeah.
and Kenzie wins immunity again.
She's crushing it at these.
Yeah. Chicken George and Jim's dad have a minor disagreement.
Oh,
Kenzie and Kageyama have a minor disagreement. And Kenzie now joins the alliance with Bono and Jim's dad.
I love how it progressed from Bono being allied with Jonathan Young to Jim's dad,
Yeah.
which I feel like are complete polar opposite when it comes to personalities
Yeah.
and like
Okay.
demeanor.
Um, so I don't know who goes here, honestly. I feel like there's a chance that Kageyama gets some votes in that, but he has a idol here, extra votes. Like
Yeah,
he definitely can be safe here. Um, and then Bonu, Jim's dad, and Kenzie, that's the three. I mean, they get one more person to vote with them. That's numbers.
it's tough. A lot of them do seem tightly aligned too.
Uh
So I think it might actually be one of them that doesn't have safety.
yeah. First vote goes to Banu. Second vote goes to Xian. Third vote goes to Kageyama. Fourth vote goes to Banu. Fifth vote goes to Xian. Sixth vote goes to Banu, and Banu is taken out. Fun ride again. I mean, he was throwing down again.
He's playing a good game, or he played a decent enough game. Like, even though his alliances were always shifting, he still had pretty solid alliances.
Mhm. Yeah. So Chicken George, Kageyama, Natalie, and Xian voted him. He and Jim's dad voted Xian, and Kenzie voted Kageyama. Okay, we're here at our finale.
I'd say my top two are Chicken George and Kenzie.
Uh yeah, no, I
With
think that's I think that's accurate. I'm rooting for Jim's dad. I am. but I do
Yeah.
think that those two are have probably played a better game than him.
I will say I also have to give respect to Natalie Bolton. I think she is definitely up there as well, but I feel like George and Kenzie are the big standouts.
Mhm.
Also, Sheehan is up there too, and I wouldn't count out. For me, it would be Chicken George, Kenzie, Natalie, Sheehan, Kageyama, and then Jim's dad. And I don't think any of them are particularly playing a bad game per se. Maybe
Yeah.
Sheehan with that misuse of her advantage. However, she's still doing a pretty solid social game. So it's like
Mhm.
I think everyone has an argument here, like a
Yeah.
very solid argument.
Yeah, I think Kageyama's got the tools to make big splashes here. Like he has an idol, he has an extra vote. Um,
This
definitely,
is the last time to use that extra vote.
yeah. So if we're in a situation where this could be a potential 3-3 scenario, I mean, he has to use it. He's going to win that flip.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, who wins immunity? Kenzie wins immunity again and shares the reward with Chicken George and Natalie. They win a steak dinner with baked potato, bread, and desserts. Chicken George and Kenzie bond slightly. That's it. Um,
I think
I think it's Jim's
think
dad.
I think it may be yeah. Or no, if Kageyama plays his idol right, I think it might be one of the reality comp stars.
Uh-huh. Kageyama uses the extra votes. No one stands. First vote goes to Kageyama. Second vote goes to Shian. Third vote goes to Kageyama. Fourth vote goes to Shian. Fifth vote goes to Shian. Sixth vote goes to Kageyama. One vote left. And it's Kageyama. Oh,
But
he should have used the idol. Oh,
maybe he was like, "Oh, I have the extra vote, so I'm good." But
yeah.
alas,
He must have thought someone was voting with them. Chicken George, Kenzie, Natalie, and Sheehan voted Kageyama. Jim's dad and his two. So yeah, he didn't get anyone. It was just his close. It was just the other, um, not reality
fictional character.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jim's dad yet again on the outs. He's the underdog of the season. He has
yeah.
not been getting his way pretty much at all. Okay, and Natalie wins immunity, and Kenzie finds the idol.
Oh my.
She is kind of just powering her way through to Final Four here.
This is the last time to use one too. So yeah, next time is making fire. So
Yeah. Sheehan is completely worn out, but it's not giving up.
unless she makes a really big power move here by using the idol on Jim's dad to take out Chicken George
Hmm.
or Chian, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't feel that's if she wants to use the idol in a crazy way.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, it's just Jim's dad.
Kenzie uses the idol for herself. First
Yeah.
vote goes to Jim's dad. Second vote goes to Jim's dad. Third vote goes to Sheehan. Fourth vote goes to Sheehan. One vote left, and it is Jim's dad.
All right.
There is almost a hope for him. Um, Kenzie voted with him.
Interesting.
Okay, well, Kenzie's got to either win this immunity or win fire because I do think she's created a huge threat on her on her.
I still don't know why she didn't just play it. If you were going against the thing and you know the votes are on,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know
Maybe a slight misplay.
who wins final immunity. Sheehan wins immunity.
All right. Who she
Final
putting
four.
in?
She grants safety to Chicken George. It's Kenzie versus Natalie.
This is a tough one.
Natalie wins. Kenzie is eliminated.
Dang.
Wow, she
Still,
was
hell of a run, Kenzie.
yeah, she was playing a great game here. Well, I do think that gives Chicken George the win, in my opinion.
I could see, I don't know. I feel there's still a lot of merit to Natalie's game. I could definitely see her being a two-time winner. I
Mhm.
see all three of them, any one of them winning.
Yeah. First vote goes to Chicken George. Second vote goes to Sheehan. Third vote goes to Natalie. Fourth vote goes to Sheehan. Fifth vote goes to Natalie. Sixth vote goes to Chicken George. Seventh vote goes to Sheehan. Eighth vote goes to Natalie. Ninth vote goes to Chicken George. We are
One vote
tied.
left. Who's winning?
Chicken George.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
I love this so much.
This man is now a winner on our channel.
I fucking love it.
Oh
Chicken
my
George is
gosh.
genuinely one of my favorite Big Brother contestants of all time.
That's crazy. Banu, Grimjow, Jim's dad, and Kenzie voted Chicken George to win. Joey, Jonathan, and Lisa voted Natalie. Danny, Eli, and Kagyan voted Sheehan.
Nice.
Uh, and Sheehan wins the fan favorite award.
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we have it. All Stars 21 in the books.
Yeah, we gotta go. I'm curious, how many wins did Kenzie have under her belt? Because it feels like a lot.
She only had 4 challenge wins, but 3 of those were immunities.
Gotcha.
Looks like Kageyama was most strategic, followed by Sheehan, followed by Jim's dad.
All right.
Okay.
And
Um,
yeah,
yeah. Lisa with the most votes against her.
the rookie numbers,
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that does it here for All Stars 21.
Yeah,
Fun All Stars here for the beginning of this series.
yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. Congrats, Chicken George, for
Mm-hmm.
winning.
Yep.
I love the dude. It would be awesome to meet him one day. But yeah, um, yeah. So let us know down below what you guys think. What kind of stuff are you excited for our next brand seals? It might be a while before we do it, because usually our next one is kind of a throwaway brand steal because we always do April Fool's one,
Mm-hmm.
which no matter even if it's spectacular gameplay, Joe and I agree that it doesn't actually count.
Yep.
We've done seasons where it's Pokemon versus League, even though that's kind of a cool concept. But
Uh-huh.
we did one where it was
It was food.
food versus
Yeah.
beverages. So yeah, we just have fun with it. So yeah, and then yeah, we got we'll be doing some Joe's interview coming up
Mhm.
about his Vanquish experience, his first ever org, and then obviously we got the whole Survivor 46 reviews that we'll be doing as well. So we got some good content in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. And potentially some Vanquish people might be joining us in future
We've
episodes.
been talking we've been talking to some Vanquish peeps and there are some peeps interested.
Yeah, definitely. I let my entire cast they saw the channel now, so I
Oh
sent them the
nice.
link. Yeah, so
I just want to see some of their reactions to their brands. It's like, oh Ryan, this transferred over to your game. Then again, I wonder which ones from that season actually saw the mini, or
uh
not. Well, I would imagine obviously uh the ones that were in it.
mhm.
But which was kind of funny. There was like 4 people from that many that made it in. Unfortunately, none of them made it to, the jury phase.
Nope, they were all early targets, which sucks. I was going to honestly try to reach out to both Johnny and Dylan and try to be
Yeah, I would
like,
have been
I know Ryan, like let's work together.
yeah, yeah. Um, even if you teamed up with Alex, that would have been hilarious.
I definitely was gonna take out Alex first chance I got if I like he might have even jumped the order of me wanting to take out Reese.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah,
No. Still need that one-on-one with him. Maybe one of these days. But
yeah.
anyway, thank you guys for watching. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay. Adios.
Peace.